Alright, we got some more parts in. Some of them are already on the truck. Some more hose here. I'll put transmission fittings in. Some spark plug heat shields. We got an O2 sensor bung. I'm going to need another one. I found that in my parts pile. I'm probably going to modify something with the shifter and adapt it to that one. Make a little cross thing. The exhaust is done. Just finished it a couple minutes ago. I just have it wrapped here near the booster and where the cam and oil pressure plugs are. I got this fitting in here. I'm working on these fittings to go from the tranny to the radiator. The radiator one's a pain in the ass. I got two V-band flanges. This is welded directly to the manifold that goes over there. I'll go under the truck and show what some of this looks like. You can see, and there's just two straight pipes in the end right behind the cab. That exhaust hanger or clamp, I made a little hanger from it. Real simple. Simple like that. Ouch. And these are the original fittings I showed that goes into a radiator. 1/2 inch MPT. Those are not the ones. So I ordered these 3/8 MPT. And it is 3/8, but it's 3/8 flare fitting. So what I gotta do is use these. It's an adapter. I went to the hardware store and it took me a while, but I figured it out. So this is the flare fitting. It's the same as this, except it doesn't have the little thing on the end. So I'm just gonna cut the end of it off, and then this end right here is NPT. This is hard to do. And that threads into there. So there's a thread into the radiator, and then I'll use straight AN fittings to the push lock hose, and then I can run my transmission lines with that. And then the part number on this is right there. Yeah, I don't know why GM decided not to use one kind of fitting. They could have just used MPT. They had to be difficult. Put a rubber piece on that brake pedal. Just stupid little stuff. I haven't been here very often in the last couple days. I just got to torque these manifold bolts a little bit tighter, throw the dipstick back in. Then I'm going to throw the spark plug wires in, the plugs, shit like that, so I can get it that much closer to running. Got to throw the master back in and the brake lines, and then hopefully I can bleed the brakes now. I don't want to put that in because I'm going to have to take it out again to get this manifold in one piece. The tank here, I'm waiting for the drive shaft. That should be here on Tuesday. Today is Thursday. And so I think it'll clear. Just want to be 100% before it goes in. Otherwise, this tank will go into bed. I did a mock-up with one of the drive shafts over there, and I had like an inch of clearance. I just wanted to be double sure of it. Have some hose coming. Fuel filler hose. The 2-inch and the 3/4 inch size, so then I can mount this guy. This is also another RX-7 part that I had left over, and I'd like to mount this under the bed over here, but I want there to be a trap door for it, I think, or I really don't mind, but I could just have this chilling in the bed and just have this part sticking up. That don't matter much to me anyways. I just don't want nothing on the outside of the truck. And I ordered different taillights, just LED, like tractor trailer style, like not the ones at the ground, but they have bolt holes on the back, but just beehive looking ones. So I'll have a matching set of lights I can wire in. that's really about it for right now. Okay, I got the plugs, wires in. That's this side's factory manifold. That's the one that came off it, unmodified until back there. And so that goes back to how it was when it was new. This is another passenger manifold flipped, and then I made the elbow and to go over and around, had it wrapped. This is something similar. They're heat shields. The wire is a little close to the coil pack. Instead of relocating the coil packs or anything like that, this seems to be the best bet. If I do have a problem, then we'll work with it. This one is far enough away, and I don't think I'll have a problem with that. I don't think I'll have a problem with any of that. That's actually pretty decent. I'm not really happy with how that looks. Gotta throw the master on yet. This fitting's in here, all taped up. I wanted to show you this. Just the top fitting. It's hard to see. Well, it's in there. They got that 3/8 MPT to AN, and then the 90-degree AN to push lock fitting. And then I'm just gonna zip this all out, and then I'll put the bottom fitting in. I'll try and run that bottom hose up. Try and send both push lock hoses out through here. And then I gotta get my 90 degrees. I think I'm gonna put a 90 and 45 on the front one. And then I gotta route the hoses. I think I'm gonna come over the exhaust maybe, or up the back of here, and then come this way. So be up and around. I have plenty of hose to play with, so I think that might be the easiest way. Safest too, so don't get too close to the exhaust. I don't think it'll be super hot, but the hose is pretty strong, so I think that'll work. So I'm gonna keep. I think I'm done for the night, and then I'll be here tomorrow, get some more work done, and then I'm gonna be modifying the harness real soon. And I just want to test fire this thing. I want to get the lines plumbed in, fuel lines plumbed next, and I want to test fire this damn thing. I want to hear it run inside the truck. I also have to work on the dipstick tube. Since this training came out of a van, I took the tube with it. The tube comes up and around, and it comes all the way out here. So you can check the dipstick out throughout here. Joking, it is actually inside the transmission. You can see it bolted to the back of the head on the other Vortec, the older style motor, right about there. So you can check the trans fluid out there. I want to cut it here and use this bracket somehow, mount it here, push it off the exhaust a little bit because it's touching, and then it's still got to sink in maybe an inch or half inch. It'll push down in there, so it'll get lower. I can make a tab, bolt that together. I'd like to cut it here, shorten the dipstick somehow, and then run it like that. I'm not exactly sure how to, because I want to keep the fluid level line perfect and everything like that. So I'm not sure if I could just shorten it and then just put this end on it, or not. I'll figure that out when I get there, but that totally 100% will not work.